Mari, and welcome to MARI&MARTIE.
Before we start this video, I just want to say that I, Marty, am sick. I think I've got a cold, so my voice is gonna sound like this for the rest of the video. Sorry about that, so yeah.
In this video, we'll talk about our experience in our first year participating on ARTFIGHT.
So you're probably wondering, what is ARTFIGHT?
ARTFIGHT is almost like a worldwide art competition, so you have two teams, you join one of those teams, and you have to draw other people's OCs and characters to attack them. You can also attack teammates from your own team, by the way, which is called friendly fire, but anyway, the team that does most drawings wins in the end of ARTFIGHT. The final score for each team actually depends on the points attributed to each drawing, so it doesn't really depend on who does the most drawings, but how those drawings or art media, I guess, was made. So is it more polished? Is it just a sketch? Is it something like an animation? You can do anything, as long as you respect the community guidelines, okay?
In this video, we'll be showing you our favorite attacks. So the drawings we did for others, and in a future video we will go into detail about every single attack we did and defense we got. So, me and Mari were on opposite teams, so I was on Team Fossils, while Mari was on Team Crystals.
Here is a quick preview of our profiles, so you can see like how many attacks we did and how many defenses we got, and the characters we had available for other people to draw, to attack us with. Anyway, I'll be starting this video off with showing you my favorite drawing I did for this year's ARTFIGHT, which was actually for Marty. I drew her magical girl twins, Felicia and Letitia. So while the speed paint goes on in the background, we'll talk about our experience. I confess that I didn't really have a lot of characters for this year's ARTFIGHT. I only put 5 characters. I wasn't really motivated to put more than these 5 characters, but I kind of regret that now because I feel like I didn't really give enough variety for people to choose from. Out of all of my OCs I put a small quantity, and that really didn't favor me this year on ARTFIGHT. So Marty, do you want to just quickly introduce Felicia and Letitia for our viewers?
So they are a pair of twin sisters from my main story that I'm developing. Currently, I've put it on hold because I'm still not sure what to do with it now, but basically Letitia is going to inherit magical powers, and her sister also has a portion of said power, but again, things might change in the future. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with the story now, because I only started developing it this year, but yeah, Felicia's the more responsible and stubborn kind of sister. She's the oldest, while Leticia is the more I could describe the dynamic kind of Dipper and Mabel from Gravity Falls, but if they were older, kind of. Yeah, I think that's it.
Moving on, I want to reflect on what ARTFIGHT taught us this year, throughout the month of July. I'm going to be as honest as possible. I have never drawn this much in my entire life. I was so productive this month. It's crazy. I did so many different drawings, not only for ARTFIGHT, but for other personal projects I have, and just fan art I want to do of other, movies. You know, K-pop Demon Hunters just came out. Anyway, ARTFIGHT really made me see that I can work faster, and all of this without losing my quality and without feeling like those drawings came out in a bad way or didn't really have good results. I'm very proud of all of the drawings I did for ARTFIGHT, and I pretty much just want to encourage you who's watching this to participate next year or try to work on your pace if that's something that's bothering you. To me personally, my pace and my speed in drawing digitally, I'm speaking about digital drawings, my digital art, was always something that has been haunting me for the past few months, because I feel like I'm a perfectionist and that perfectionism is holding me back from having fun with drawing and just coming up with good results without having to spend too long in drawing each piece. By the way, the other true drawings I'll be showing you are Kira, a character made by, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing their ARTFIGHT handle, Sumjirel. I'm sorry bro, I love your art. And Quasar by Spacey Rocks. Going back to what I was talking about, I'm really proud of the work I did for ARTFIGHT, and I also want to thank Marty for convincing me to participate, because I originally wasn't going to participate on ARTFIGHT. It was only because of Marty showing me a lot of videos talking about it, not only about its controversies, but also the good parts and what ARTFIGHT could teach us, that I finally decided to participate this year.
So for me, ARTFIGHT definitely taught me something very, like, valuable, I guess. I was able to do 17 attacks, which is crazy.
Congrats.
Thanks. And I did notice quite the improvement when it comes to like character illustrations, and overall I feel like I improved a lot of my art skills that I thought I would never improve. And I think I did a variety of, different things, and that's something that I thought was missing on my current drawings. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've been doing the exact same thing for like almost throughout all of the years that I've done digital art, like the same headshot or a bust shot or a full body of a character. But here I was actually able to like try out new things, and I'm really happy with that. I was able to like experiment and do something new, and that's something that I'm really happy with. I wanna learn, I wanna try out new things. I don't wanna be stuck in the same exact, path.
Formula?
Path, I think? I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'm really proud of myself. Even with the attacks I personally didn't really like, I think, in the case of the ones that I drew for other people, I think I did a great job, experimenting and doing new things. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a little bit. I feel like that's it, I guess. I think that's all of my thoughts overall in case on what ARTFIGHT taught me personally as an artist. And now for my top 3 attacks that I drew this year. My first place definitely has to go for Fairy Boy by Neon Arcade Stars. In second place, it actually won for Mari. It's her Pokemon OC Ayla from our video on our Pokemon OCs.
Champion OCs.
And lastly, in third place was actually the first attack I drew, which was Callistra for Cat the Bee. For me, what went well the most here on ARTFIGHT was definitely, my productivity. I drew a lot of attacks, as I said, 17, which is crazy. Way more than I honestly anticipated.
And to me personally, again, as I already said, what went well was how much faster I am now at drawing digitally. How much I embraced, imperfections, if that's how I could say it, and just overall flaws in my drawings. And even though I could have drawn way more than I did, I think I chose a good variety of characters to draw, and I'm pretty happy with just how much I was able to learn from a single month of working with consistency and just passion in my drawings.
Me too, honestly.
I saw quite some people, not only on YouTube but other platforms, talk about problematic people who whitewashed characters, did not respect characters' features and traits. And honestly, none of that happened to us. So maybe we were too lucky for our first year on ARTFIGHT. But I also just want to quickly say that if you think that you can disrespect someone's character in work by being bigoted, get out of our channel. We don't need people like that in the art community. You are not doing anything good for anyone, okay? There's a difference between someone who's still learning to draw and struggles with drawing, I don't know, curly hair or
different body types and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but being bigoted? No, please. Yeah. It's 2025. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
We were pretty lucky we didn't get anyone like that. But guys, don't hesitate to call out people who are problematic and just bad.
Also, I forgot to mention, but the OCs that got attacked the most, in case my OCs, were actually Leticia, the one Mari drew for me. One of the ones Mari drew for me, and also Kai, who is this fun being thing. I'm still not sure what to do with him, but yeah, they were the ones who got the most attacks out of all of my OCs.
So if there's something I really want to see improve or change next year, is for people to have some decency, some respect for others. Even though me and Marty did not experience any of those things ourselves, I don't wish to be on a community that is just okay with letting people be bigoted.
And for me, what I think should honestly improve next year is definitely the site. It is so weird I'm not saying, like, I don't know anything about programming or that, but the site sometimes kind of lags and bugs in really weird ways. I don't know how quite to describe it, and I forgot honestly some examples, but I hope the site gets better.
Completely forgot that, but yeah, something that could actually improve that isn't just about people being decent, is the site. I didn't really like the site. Not like, how do I say this? Like, the layout is good. I like how the profiles show the attacks characters, blah 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 blah. I think it's well organized, well put. I just don't like, again, the bugs and some of the, like, how do I say this? Some of the UI? Is it UI? I don't know the correct term, but I don't like how difficult it is to use sometimes when you're on your phone. So yes, I like the layout on the website, but I think that it doesn't really translate well when you're on your phone. So like the options and the like different buttons and things you can click on have really small fonts. And sometimes when I want to click on something, I accidentally like end up going to the button that was right below. You get what I mean? And the links that you can like associate to your profile, so like putting images, whatever, they did not work properly. Look, I struggled so much to put that ARTFIGHT template on my bio. If you go to my profile, it's still not working properly. So I feel like the things that they have to improve and change on the website itself is for it to be easier to see what you're clicking on and the different options and things you can do on the website, and just make the bios work properly, please.
That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
And look forward to our second video, where we'll be showing you everything we did on ARTFIGHT with details.
Bye!
Bye bye!